Good morning. Just unloaded here in Saskatoon. Lots of these kind of trailers in Alberta and Saskatchewan. Basically, they got two short stubby axles side by side.
In 1.5 kilometers, keep left to Highway 16 East.
Just trying to get out of Saskatoon now. Eastbound to Anaheim. Anaheim, Saskatchewan. See, having just the one blinking light on the back trailer, I think will confuse people. They'll think he's signaling. I think people are going to always give him room on the driver's side because people think he's signaling. So as soon as we get to Anaheim, well, as soon as I have a chance, if I don't have a chance on their property, I'll do when we do our load secure, I'll do a walk around of our load. City drivers cutting 2 lanes and then cutting in front of him just like that too. They got themselves a death wish. That's what they've got. At least a smashy car wish.
In 400 meters, be in the second lane from the left, then keep left to Highway 16 East.
I'm following the rig in front of me so I can safely stop. If he slams on his brakes, I can stop. Because it takes a bit of time for me to realize he's stopping. A bit of time for my brain to say hit the brakes. And this is air brakes. So there's a delay of when I actually hit the brakes till the brakes actually apply. So by the time I'm hitting the brakes, some time has passed from when I've made the decision to hit the brakes. And it takes even longer for the brakes to actually apply on an air brake system like all semis run. So we need the extra space. Even if you cut us off and hit the brakes and we react immediately, the truck does not react immediately. The truck does not instantaneously listen to us. We have to be hitting the brakes before the truck needs to be hitting the brakes. So, and especially if you're loaded, you've got thousands of...
Highway 5 East.
Wow. How many thousand? For a US load, I can load 60,000 pounds on the back of the trailers, plus my weight's 105,000 pounds in the US. I think that's right. And I'm even heavier in Canada, so take that in consideration next time you cut right in front of a big rig that's leaving himself a hole. He's leaving himself a hole big enough that he knows he can stop in time. You have now just got rid of that. And if the guy in front of you stops, guess what? You are going to be a pancake between the two vehicles. There's no getting around that. What river is this? Goes through Saskatoon, big river. Anyway, we'll see what our load looks like. Well, here we go. My beautiful new Depker trailers. Not my trailers, but Satco's new trailers. I was dumb enough to put a strap at this winch right over here. Anyone tell me what could go wrong? Possibly go wrong if I put a strap there? Luckily I took it off before I did anything stupid, like turn a corner. It's really windy out here, so hopefully my windsock's doing a good job. But yeah. That's my load. Just loaded, and it is pronounced Depker. For the record, pronounced Depker. Hi, Jess.
Hi.
We are in Anaheim. Loaded here in Anaheim, Saskatchewan. Okay. Get our gear ready. Now you're disappointed not a lot of people have kites here. It is definitely windy out here. So hopefully you guys can hear me over the wind noise. I got a sock over the mic. She's strapped down, ready to go. What's that?
You were right.
I was right about what? Oh, where we're going. Yep, we're delivering these to Sutco. Beautiful new trailers, green, Sutco green trailers. Got to do a couple of kilometers of gravel here. So it says we are 17 hours away from home, the route it's taking. Dispatch wants me to take a different route. But, do I take dispatch's route? So how many hours did I say? 16:53. Little bumpy. Take it easy here. Trucks 20 tons and over, maximum 60, so I guess that's us. I don't think I want to go much faster than that anyway.
Highway 756.
Yeah, it took, what time did we get here? 10, and what time is it now? 2? 4 hours. 4 hours to get loaded. They had to get a crane in. Once the crane got here, it was fast. But they had to get a crane here. So if I go the way dispatch wants me, it is 17 hours and 41 minutes. I think we'll go our way. Save almost an hour. Almost reminds you of Michigan. Yeah, the trees and the rolling hills and Depker's got a really small factory out here in Anaheim.
Yeah, but they have a new strawberry plant. Yes.
I guess they've got their factories spread all over Saskatoon and Moose Jaw.
Yeah, I think that's what they do.
Okay. Because I know they have a factory in Saskatoon. Moose Jaw, is it just an office or an actual factory there? That's the question.
I don't know. They have a peanut box, but that doesn't mean anything. It's just a peanut box.
I googled the location in Saskatoon. It's a small operation there too, so I don't know if they got a big place in Moose Jaw or not. I don't know, it's kind of fun driving gravel roads here. A little different. So if I go south over here after Saskatoon, we bypass Calgary altogether. That'll save a lot of hours or a lot of time just there, avoiding that traffic jam. I should have looked how many kilometers my way is versus dispatch's way. Driving at comfortable speed, look down at the speedometer, going right on 60. Right on 60. Just a good speed to go on this kind of gravel stuff with a big rig. Yeah, they had a grader going on here earlier when we were coming in 4 hours ago. Fields don't look like they're being, you'd think the crop should be a little taller, right?
On Highway 368.
I would just expect the crops to be a little higher, taller here, but I guess it's so far north that they seed a lot later too. But even though the stuff that's growing is very sparse, you see a lot of dead zones. Maybe it was too wet when they seeded, or too cold when they seeded. Some of these fields don't have anything growing. The map is just littered with lakes over here. It's like you look on the map and there's little lakes showing everywhere, and a little further down the road we'll see lakes, little what's that?
It's actually pretty.
Yeah, it's really pretty driving through all the little lakes, little ponds. So we got another 4.8 kilometers of this gravel. You can definitely feel it sliding back and forth. It's like driving on a really slippery road. If you've never driven on gravel and you're inexperienced on gravel, this is not the time to experience speeding. You really have to get your hands used to, your instincts used to gravel. Take gravel slow until you're used to it. I mean, you can drive 100 kilometers per hour on gravel, no problem. But you have to know your vehicle and know how to react to the little movements. You're going to be drifting all over the place. Also, a lot more tire wear. All these little rocks on the road don't get round for no reason. Gravel is definitely a lot more wear and tear on tires.
So you discovered something. Discovered wind is not friendly with shrubs.
Yes, I discovered that a long time ago. Jess discovered something today. She was going to help me strap down. She found out how rough it is to strap when it's windy.
Very windy.
It is very windy out here, and the straps keep slapping you in the face and trying to fold it all. It's.
You slapped me in the face with the strap. That's the only time
I did slap you in the face with a strap. I slapped Jess in the face.
That's my head, not really.
On your.
I had a hard head on.
When I threw a strap, she was standing on the other side and it hit her.
Hard hat.
She's wearing a hard hat. She follows the same Cutco safety policy I do when she steps out of the truck. Steel toes, safety vest, hard hat, safety glasses, and long pants. She doesn't work for Cutco, but when she gets out of the truck on site, she follows Cutco policy.
Honestly, I wouldn't have it any other way. Some of those sites are really scary.
Yeah, it was so windy that I couldn't even strap the load. I managed to throw over 4 straps over the top. I strapped it down. I moved the whole unit, turned it around facing the opposite direction, then I strapped the rest. Just trying to throw straps. I couldn't throw them against wind.
So when you had to pull your ladder.
It was so windy that the ladder fell over from the wind. It's like, Jess, I need to climb the ladder. I'm not climbing that ladder without someone holding it because I have to get off the ladder at the top. And I know for a fact, when I want to get back down, that ladder will no longer be there.
That's the kind of wind we had.
And it's not even as windy as it was yesterday driving through that stuff. That was way windier yesterday than today, so I couldn't imagine. I'm so glad that there was just a light breeze today morning when I had to fold up my tarps. In the wind like this, it would have been a disaster.
Turn left on Highway 368.
Okay, that's the end of gravel.
Turn left at the stop sign.
Oh, I have engine brakes on. All the airbags in the trailers are deflated. All the brakes are locked up, so those things are solid chunks. I know when you think trailers on a flat deck, you know, they're mobile, they'll move. All the wheels are completely locked up. So it's solid. It's solid. Nothing's moving up there. trailers are pretty darn light compared to a normal load we're hauling.
There's an easier way to do that.
Speed limit's 100 up here, I think.
There's an easier way to do that. I'll show you.
Continue on Highway 368.
Oh, my flag must have got caught on something because it's not doing a lot of flapping. My mud flaps are doing a lot more flapping than my flag. I've got one strap I'm going to redo. One strap is catching the wind. Man, it is windy. It is windy. Car behind us pulled over or turned off. That is good. That's the way I like it. I don't like anyone behind me. It drives me nuts when I have someone right behind me that just will stay behind you, right? When there's passing opportunities, they won't pass. It's like you realize I'm going 20 under the speed limit, but they're gonna follow me. If I'm going full speed limit or 20 under, just follow me. It's like drafting, right? It's like, that is irritating. I always have to be paying attention to them. Always have to know they're there. I have to consider them being there if I have to make an emergency stop. A bumper bug. And it's very dangerous for someone that's right behind you, because if I have to slam on the brakes, they're going right under my bumper. If they're on their cell phone, they won't know that I slammed on my brakes until they're wearing my bumper.
I never realized.
Yeah, likely it'll never cross their mind that I would hit the brakes if they're on their cell phone, because they won't survive to tell about it. You see that every now and then. Photos of a car that rear-ended a big rig. Didn't stop. Just full speed in the back. Don't follow closely and pay attention. Hey, where's all these little lakes I was talking about? Definitely looks like it's going to be stormy. And it did get stormy. Yesterday was stormy. So it was fair to say about it yesterday. So now it looks like we caught up an RV. The RV's left his handle for his door out, so I don't know how wide the RV is, but he might be wide illegal width with that handle sticking out. Very well be illegal width with it sticking out. That's why they fold in, so we can get a wider RV down the road. Why are there pullouts? Because that way we can get a wider RV legally down the road. So we're entering Humboldt. So for the listeners that aren't from Canada, heck, listeners that are not from North America and know hockey, a little bit of hockey fans, you won't know how important Humboldt is to the trucking industry. Oh, we see, I think, a cop ahead of us, flashing lights. I think what happened to the hockey team here in Humboldt is going to change trucking laws across Canada, and hopefully sooner the better. How long ago was that now? A year and a half ago, give or take. A year and a half, a new truck driver working for a company that was running double logs, so running illegal hours, new truck driver, smashed into the side of a hockey bus, killing a good portion of the hockey team. Absolute tragedy. And if we don't get the trucking laws changed so that we can't have inexperienced, illegal running trucks out there, their deaths are in vain, right? So we have to have laws that all truck drivers have to be trained, period. I didn't have to go to school. I went to school voluntarily. I paid a lot of money out of my pocket to go to school, get proper training, and then Satko trained me for another month. So we need more training. We need mandatory truck driver training, period, across the board. April of last year was when the tragedy. Jess Googled it. Basically, a truck driver just blew through a stop sign and didn't stop, right through the side of a bus. I always slow down extra slow when I can't give extra room. I want to, if the cop steps out, I want to have time to stop. If he steps out, I want to have time to swerve. Dangerous job doing traffic stops. Same with tow truck drivers.
So I wish people like that would have just had pulled in.
That's another thing. If you ever get pulled over by a cop and there is a little side road nearby, don't pull over on the highway. Just drive 500 meters down the road towards that little side road, pull into there. It is so much safer for yourself and for the cop, and the cop will probably appreciate it. He'll be appreciative that you didn't stop on the highway. It makes his or her job safer. So pull into a little parking lot. If you're in the middle of nowhere, fine, you got to stop where you got to stop. But put your forward flashers on. Recognize that way the police officer behind you knows that, hey, you see the lights. Signal to turn off. If you're in the middle of nowhere, try to find where the road's a little bit wider. Make their job easier, and hey, maybe he'll be easier on you too. It's actually a nice town, Humboldt. I've never been through here before.
Yeah.
I would live here. It's a really nice town. Very homey feeling.
It is very cool.
Lots of trees. It just feels like a nice town.
That's from what we can see just
And it's got hardware stores, it's got grocery stores, and there's a lot of other streets. So this is just traveling through it one direction. So it feels like a good sized town. I would live here. Jess wouldn't.
I actually probably would, but
There's no mountains here.
but I didn't find mosquitoes, so we're okay.
Haven't found mosquitoes this time of year.
It's too windy.
It's too windy for mosquitoes here. Yeah, we measured the height of our trailers and it's like 2 inches too tall. Okay, let's readjust all the landing gears. Let's get everything settled down nice and tight. Okay, we're an inch below. Okay, let's go. Yeah, I'm 13 feet 6 inches. Legally, you can go to 13 feet 7 point some inches. I do everything in meters. They were doing everything in feet, so I had a...
It's important for certain things.
So we are 4 meters, 4.13 meters, somewhere in there. It was gravel, so I couldn't measure 100% accurately. I wouldn't mind. I do my load secure, pull over a flat ground and remeasure. Make sure 100% I'm below and make sure I know exactly what height we are for bridges.
One tunnel in the bridge.
Yeah, we definitely have one tunnel to go through and then some underpasses to go. Yeah, a couple grocery stores down at the mall right there, so Canadian Tire, there's a Home Hardware on the other end of town. And we're only going slicing. This is one slice through the town. The other direction seems to be the main street, so I'm sure there's more stores and grocery stores down that way too. So
Only what, an hour and a half from Saskatoon, maybe?
yeah, hour and 45 minutes from Saskatoon. Oh, via truck, so probably an hour and a half with car.
Yeah, so like you're that far from a bigger city.
Yeah, so it's pretty decent. And Saskatoon's a big city, so it's a lot like Winkler, Manitoba. It really is. It has a Winkler, Manitoba feel to it. It's an hour and a half from Winnipeg, Winkler. It has that feel to it. Farmland all around. I'm sure they get some pretty good winters here. Nice town. And I'm sure I could afford a house here right now. Only problem is if we moved here, could we keep working for Sutco? We would probably not get home as often if we did. So cruise control on. Driving against wind. Not going to be good for fuel economy. At least we got a light load. Not that aerodynamic though. Bumpy road too.
We haven't hit Alberta yet.
Well, I can't say Saskatchewan roads are better than Alberta roads.
Like,
Saskatchewan roads seem to be a lot rougher as in small cracks. Alberta seems to have the big jumps. You're like galloping in a rodeo, right? You got these jumps that throw you out of the seat. These are just small little vibrations all day long.
Yeah.
So they're different bad. There's one of our little lakes we were talking about. Do you guys mind long videos like this? Like we're gonna have, I keep doing these really long videos. I used to do 15-minute videos. You guys prefer those 15-minute videos or these long videos? Because I've had a lot of 1-hour videos, hour and a half, even 2 hour, a couple 2-hour videos.
That's funny, but there's something very exciting happening.
Because there's nothing really exciting over here. It's kind of a boring run through the prairies. But I'm quite enjoying it, and I'm enjoying talking about it. So let me know how you guys feel about these long videos. Driving through a little lake. Canadian geese all over. Why build the road around the lake when you can just build it right through? They're really shallow lakes, so they just dump the rocks in here and build the road right through. Another one of those roads through a lake. Here we're turning, not really turning off of Highway 5, but we're turning onto Highway 2, southbound. Highway 5 and 2 kind of mirror each other here for a bit. A little bit across that stop line. Oh, they're signaling.
In 5.5 kilometers, keep right to Highway 5.
Now we're southbound. Did my load secure. I checked my route versus dispatch's route. My route's about 70 kilometers shorter. So as long as I'm legally allowed to be on that road, I'm taking that road. Keep an eye on weight restrictions and stuff like that. But beautiful, beautiful, beautiful prairies. I wish I could run this way more often. If I ran here all the time, I'm probably bored of this, but yeah, it's good to mix it up. To run in different places. Although we could mix a little less city driving into the equation. the more highway driving, I don't care if it's small highways like this, with little lakes everywhere and trees and rolling hills. Northern Saskatchewan, bring it on. So on Friday when I went home, it was raining when I dropped my truck off at IRL. So I put my jacket on. On Sunday when we were left, it was a beautiful day. Guess where my jacket is? At home. I have no jacket in here at all. Got a little nippy out here. A little nippy. So don't forget to bring a jacket. I never really bring the jacket home, so whoa! You see what was going on with his mattress there?
Highway 5.
Load secure. You need to secure that mattress. It was just catching the wind. Holy smokes, he's lucky he didn't lose that mattress. It was like sticking straight up. I don't know if it's too far away for the camera, but he just about lost his mattress. And off of Highway 2 and back to Highway 5 towards Saskatoon. We're driving through Saskatoon.
Highway 5.
What gives you hope?
It's not windy this way, but you absolutely losing that.
It is windy out here.
That's what I mean.
He was going with wind, that's why he wasn't losing his mattress. Now he turned, now he's going side wind and the mattress just caught. And honestly, wind, the mattress is going to come off with wind or against wind, because you're driving fast enough. But it is windy enough to help keep the mattress down. But yeah, nah, it's still going to be windy all day. We're going to drive towards Pincher Creek anyway.
Oh God. Oh
Yep. If it's windy up here, it's probably a little windier down in Pincher Creek, Alberta.
Didn't think of that.
Definitely rough roads. They've got long winters here, so long winters are very hard on roads. Says that the sky is like a Toy Story sky, where there's just the right amount of clouds in the sky from cartoons. So we are just southbound of Rosetown. Highway 4, southbound. We just got stopped at Timmy's in Rosetown. Since there's no rest areas anywhere in Saskatchewan we can stop at. Thank you, Saskatchewan. Forced to do Timmy's.
Just as another interesting time for this video.
Just as another interesting fact for this video, learning with Jess.
And talking to her now.
She says that all these canola fields we were talking about aren't canola. They're cover crop. So there's one come back up. On the right hand side there's one coming up here. It's got that yellow tinge to it. It's not actually canola. It is mustard. Mustard seed. So apparently Saskatchewan is number 1 in Canada for mustard. That might not be mustard.
That's fine.
It's more looks more dead than anything else. So there's mustard in there.
But probably because that little.
So it's a cover crop they use in Saskatchewan, Alberta. They use mustard as a cover crop. It's really good for nutrients. So learning with Jess. This moment has brought to you by Tim Hortons. If you need to have a smoothie chill, creamy chill, or a hot chocolate, we are there for you. Maybe thinking of sugar wasn't a good idea. I'm crazy enough as it is. Don't need some more sugar in me. Been trying to stay away of salty food and more sugary food. Not like on any stupid diet or anything. I just think I should eat healthier. So less sugars, less salts. I'm going for right now. See how long that lasts before I forget. I'm trying to do less sugar, less salt. I don't care about losing weight. I just want it less sugar, less salt. So instead of grabbing 5 cookies, grab some summer sausage instead. Can't forget the cucumber, farmer sausage, crackers, and some cheese. Probably healthier for you than a stack of cookies. So it looks like Highway 4 looks just like every other highway in Saskatchewan. There's somebody spraying out their field way to the right hand side, so I don't know if you guys can see it. I guess that's a John Deere sprayer way out there. Pretty darn windy to be spraying, but really windy. You must be desperate to get it out on the field. This would be way too windy to be spraying. I'm not a farmer. I only play Farming Simulator. Farming Simulator doesn't have wind. Holy smokes, is that a hill in front of us? Slight bump in the landscape. I think we're headed south to Swift Current. I think that's where this highway is going to meet Highway 1. Once we hit Highway 1, we'll head back westbound to Medicine Hat in Alberta, and then we'll take Highway 3 the rest of the way. Still have 5 hours of drive time left today. Timmy stop took up 20 minutes. No wonder truckers are so much slower than me. They stop at every Timmy's. Stop at Timmy's twice a year. A little more than that, but
I would say more than 5 times probably.
maybe every 2 months or so I stop at a Timmy's.
It's not that often.
So I guess I don't make a good Timmy's spokesperson because I don't believe in their product. It's good, it's just not super healthy. Pickup was like driving on the shoulder and he all of a sudden swerved back onto the road, so hopefully he's not half asleep or something. A little bit earlier we saw quite a bit of stuff in the ditch, like totes of clothing. Couple miles on the road. Hey, look, there's another tote of clothing. Oh, there's some blankets over here. Mile after mile, it's like, someone's moving and they didn't secure their stuff and all their belongings are laying out on the highway. Hopefully they figure it out before it's too late to go back and pick up their belongings. Tie down your stuff. Like the guy with the mattress earlier. Tie down your stuff. It's a cool little lake here. Once again, they just built the road right through. Well, it dries out in the summer. Interesting names. Driven by interesting names. The town or the name I was talking about earlier, Manhattan. We drove through Manhattan. We're past Manhattan. Just like, names that you don't think of northern Saskatchewan when you read these names. Not much here to consider. Just go part way so I can still see the deer type of thing. Good. Go a little further than that. That way you have a little darker space you can edit. See? Sometimes I got good ideas. Like coming over top of a hill like this. Open vista. Well, you can see the old highway down there. Can't really see the old highway, but you can see a grass outline of where a highway used to be. Man, I see miles and miles and miles and miles. How far away is the next town?
Yeah.
Past the horizon. I don't see a town on the horizon. I see farming equipment and stuff, farming bins and storage, but I don't actually see a town. I see lots of oil wells too. You just have eyes for mustard. I cannot let you have any more sugar. Next time we stop, I'm making you go in the back and you can take a nap. Dream of mustard. We're still southbound on Highway 4 in Saskatchewan, and pretty much in the middle of nowhere. This is prairie farmland. Only thing around is farmers. I think we found a valley. I think we found a valley. Wonder what river we're going to be crossing. Still southbound on Highway 4. I have no idea where we are. Okay, I have an idea. I think we're like about 55. In 55 kilometers I have to turn. I'm guessing that's going to be close to Medicine Hat, but or not. Swift Current, but I'm not sure. Jeff says we're going through a provincial park in this ravine here. So yeah, I'm guessing we're about 55 kilometers north of Swift Current. Jeff says Saskatchewan Landing Provincial Park. How long till we have to do another load secure? It's odometer 707. We have to do a load secure at 840 something. So basically 140 kilometers. So that's another hour and 20 minutes. Okay, hour and 20 minutes. We got to stop. Make sure all the straps are still tight. And so far, every single time I've stopped, well, I've stopped twice now. I've had to tighten a couple of straps. And I threw way more straps than necessary. But rather overstrap it than understrap it. And this way, if I do have a couple loose straps, it's okay because the other straps are holding it on. pretty light load. I'd say we're right around the 75% loaded mark. 6% grade. That's not too bad. Downshift a gear or two here. Oh, is that like a lake down there? Is the river maybe dammed off? Oh, prepare to stop. Let's get more than a gear or two after all. Bridge repair ahead. Prepare to stop. Something about over width loads. I'm not over width. I'm pretty darn near my max size load, but not over width. Golf course. Middle of nowhere. Golf course. I was not expecting a golf course out here. Does that mean there's a good restaurant here? Looks like both ends of the bridge have a red light right now. Who's going to get to go first? They get to go first. Unfortunate. Unfortunate. What have we got in front of us? Cows? Yeah, they're cows. Pretty sure they're cows. Nothing in the back section of it, but the front section I think has a couple of cows in it. Moo!
Just had the right angle to see.
Got a green light. You're supposed to go over this at 70. We're struggling at 40. Oh no, the speed limit was 60. Done a poor job of smoothing this, that's for sure. Maybe they have to do another layer, that's why it's so bumpy at these. Yeah, they're definitely better not be done with that. Can't hit that at any kind of speed limit. Looks like an old mansion from the days, many days ago. Goodwin House. Looks kind of cool. Okay, Mr. Fisher, I thought I was going to get you there. At least it looked like some kind of kingfisher or some kind of bird like that. bit is a little steeper than the rest. We're losing momentum. One thing in the prairies, the deep cut valleys like this are absolutely beautiful. Absolutely beautiful. RCMP down this road. Steepest section is at the top here. And just like that, we're back in the prairies. A sprayer flying down the road in front of us while driving, not flying, driving. Just saying sprayer flying could work too, because they do crop dust. Oh, he's turning this direction. A pullout, not a rest area, but a pullout. Yeah, he takes up pretty much the whole road. That sprayer, very wide. Looks like another Case IH. Swift current. Some yellow on the other side of the valley. I have never been on this highway before. I've never entered Swift current from this side before, so it's kind of a cool new view of Swift current. Yeah, that's definitely Mennonite. Yep. My people.
I think he has family here, right?
Don't have any close family from here. Some family that lives nearby.
Kilometers. Turn left on Highway 4.
And they are a very old colony, so Garmin says to turn here. Do I really want to turn here? Well, I just go straight. Truck's not allowed straight. Truck route next left, east and west. Okay. I guess I'm supposed to turn here.
It reminds you again, just in case.
Turn left
Truck route.
on Highway 4.
If I was in a car, I'd just go straight because this road meets up with Highway 1.
You're probably too loud for some.
In 1.5 kilometers, turn right on Highway 1 West.
Oh, so we're on the back side of this. Okay, I know where we are. I know where we are. There's Wally World. We've stopped here before.
Turn right on Highway 1 West.
And the celebration places.
They're not very trucker friendly here. Okay, they are incredibly not trucker friendly. They are super anti-truck. They don't like trucks in this town.
And they want their product delivered.
Like, where are we supposed to sleep if we can't park here? How do we deliver to you if we're not allowed to park here?
He dares to go there.
Yeah, he dared to park in there. There's signs that say you can't. Where do I want to go here? Green light. Don't turn too early.
Turn right on Highway 1 West.
Okay, fan, you don't need to be on that loud. I swear they programmed the fan to run more. 170 Fahrenheit. Why is the fan on? Air turned off.
They're paid to see. I wonder if he parked here literally like that for shop. That's probably what he did.
Yeah, probably parked on the highway to go shopping. That's what I think he did.
Continue on Trans-Canada Highway.
He's parked on that highway too. You can't park
Yeah,
there.
parked on the highway there too. There's definitely no parking signs there. Over here on this side as well, no parking signs.
And he went to Timmy.
Yeah, he went to Timmy's, he went to A&W. No stopping anytime, but they're stopping. Guys that don't carry meals in with their truck and it's supper time, you gotta stop somewhere and there's got signs everywhere. You risk the ticket, right? We need to make it trucker friendly. So I pulled off the road and was like, I'll park on the side road. No trucker parking anywhere on the side roads. It's like, isn't that the purpose of the side road, to get us off the main highway? Apparently they just don't want us in this town.
I didn't realize it was Sherman says that's Prairie. City with the Prairie.
Build the side roads a little wider and allow us to... See, that road we were on would have connected right here. allow us to park on the side roads, and we would definitely spend our money here. I'm gonna sneeze. I'm allergic to this town. They're allergic to me. There's a Husky truck stop here. Yeah, Petro Pass there. We stop and take showers over here every now and then. And now we got to drive into the sun for a couple hours. Onward to Alberta. Yeah, I don't think the camera's going to do this justice. The sun's too bright. The hills are absolutely beautiful here. Just across the border over into Alberta on Highway 1. Welcome to the blinding sun of sunsets. I'm not used to this. In the mountains, we never get the sun this low in the sky. Man, my windshield is splattered by so many hundreds of bugs. They're all sticky and won't wash off. Yeah, fuel up will definitely be squeegeeing, washing and squeegeeing the windshield when we fuel up. We do have a squeegee in here, but yeah, I've used it. Beautiful, absolutely beautiful sunset, but blinding. It's a bit better. It's a bit better. Almost gone. The blinding sun is almost gone. Put my visor away. What's that? 36 kilometers till where? Medicine Hat. Okay. Yeah, we just passed the border not that long ago. I definitely saved a lot of fuel by going south first, because up north it was so windy. So going south first, we just had a strong crosswind. By the time I got down to Highway 1, there's hardly any wind at all. It's just a light breeze. Now I'm not driving head on into the wind. So it's 70 kilometers shorter this way and no head on wind. Yeah, I think we saved a bunch of fuel coming this way. A hill just ended, now we got blinding sun again. Sun should set soon. And I'd like to pass this guy, but I got a car beside me. Now the back of the trailer says 38303B, which means it's a Super B. Just the way it's numbered. It's going to be 2 trailers. Yep, definitely a Super B.
Reminds me how I found our trailers today.
Yeah, when we got to Depker, we were just going to pull out of the way in their yard somewhere, and just points. There's our trailer numbers. So the numbering system the Sutco has. It's like, yep, that does look like the numbering system of Sutco, and sure enough, they were our trailers, because I went and parked right between the 2 of them, walked and explored, and sure enough, they got the Sutco logo in the toolboxes. I'm like, Sutco cut into the rear tail as a reflectors. It's like, yep, they're ours.
Just the numbering system is unique.
We recognize our numbering system, yeah.
Early deliveries.
Yeah, we're not supposed to. We're not scheduled to deliver this until Thursday morning. I'll let dispatch know we'll be there tomorrow, 1 or 2 p.m. So likely we'll get unloaded tomorrow. Half a day early. Won't get loaded until the next morning, but at least we don't have to wait to get unloaded and all that stuff. Maybe, just maybe, we can get these trailers in the shop there right away too, and they can look at that air leak. That'd be nice. I got an hour and a half of driving time, so thank you guys for watching. Hit the thumbs up if you enjoyed Saskatchewan. A little bit of blinding sun in Alberta. And we'll see you tomorrow. Alberta and British Columbia, Highway 1 and 3. Well, no, you guys won't see Highway 1 tomorrow. We're turning off Highway 1 here pretty quick. So tomorrow will be all Highway 3. One of our favorite highways. I enjoy Highway 3.